welcome. If this is your first time visiting, welcome. You're returning, welcome back. Thank you for stopping in. So, for all of my sweet dear friends, guess what? Today is my last day of clinicals. I am so happy. My last day of clinicals. So then I got 3 more weeks of school after this week, and I am completely done. But clinicals have been taking up 30 hours a week of my life, along with classes and working full time. So, it is so nice. So I am on a break right now for lunch, and I decided I was going to make my favorite sandwich for lunch since it is my last day of clinicals. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to share with you guys my favorite sandwich. So this sandwich I got years and years ago, probably like 15 years ago. I was, maybe even longer than that. I was visiting the Yankee Candle Factory in Massachusetts with a gentleman I was dating. And we went to a restaurant near there, and I tried this sandwich, and ever since, like, I have just been over the moon for this sandwich. So it is so good. You guys might think that it's a little crazy, but I'm telling you, this sandwich is delicious. So I went to Publix to get the things that I needed for my lunch and a couple other things. And let me just say, for those of you who are trying to feed families right now, I am so sorry. My heart just goes out like nobody's business. I can barely afford to feed myself. I can't imagine trying to feed a family right now. I got a pot roast, mind you, a small pot roast. For me, it will, when I put it in the crock pot tomorrow, it will probably be 3 meals. Not 3 days worth of meals, 3 meals. I think this would probably barely, after being cooked, will probably barely feed a family of 4. Maybe if your kids were real little. So it is not a big pot roast. So I got a pot roast. I got my bread for my sandwich. Now, mind you, I prefer to do just pumpernickel, but sometimes that's hard to find. So I get the pumpernickel rye swirl when I can't find pumpernickel. I got these little cucumbers. I prefer the small cucumbers that are the size of like pickles, but this was all they had. I got 2 tomatoes. I got a bag of coffee that I already put up and it was on sale. 1 red onion. So the mozzarella, the reason I got 2 is because it was buy one, get one. Only reason I got 2. Cream cheese. Oh, and I got some butter that I've already put up. That's it. That's all I bought. It was $60.63. $60.63. Like, I bought nothing. Nothing. Hardly nothing. $60.63. Like, it is crazy. And I was thinking, people who are trying to feed a whole family right now, like, bless you. Bless your sweethearts. Like, my daughter, you know, her and her husband, they've got 2 kids, and they're very blessed because they have good jobs. And even, you know, my daughter has a PhD. She finished her PhD at 24. She is a scientist. And even with their what's considered to be good jobs, like, it is a struggle to just make everyday life happen. They might make decent money, but it's $3,000 a month to put their kids in daycare. Like, what in the world? What in the actual world? It is so crazy. So, anyways, I know I shouldn't be ranting, but when I bought groceries, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And then I started just thinking about all of you guys and people who are like trying to raise families, and like I can barely make it. I can't imagine. So, all right, I'm gonna be better and not rant. All right, cream cheese. And you can use the regular if you like it. I like the whipped cream cheese just because the texture. But when I use the whipped, I put a little bit more on it because, you know, for the sandwich, you want like the good cream cheese flavor. Put it on both sides of the bread. Sounds like somebody's out backside of my house riding a mini bike right now. I'm surprised that my dog's not barking at them. She usually is going crazy. She just finished barking at the UPS driver, taking something to my neighbors. All right, so there's that. Now I'm gonna put my little breads over here since I'm gonna be cutting some stuff. And then next is my tomato. This is the worst knife. The worst knife. And my little cucumbers. I might be cutting more than I need. Yeah, I hear the mini bike. It's so funny. So where the mini bike is, totally public property. But I have this neighbor, like, that gives the kids such a hard time. And I'm like, that's not even your property. And this neighbor doesn't even back up to there. Like, right, and then a red onion. Take the peel stuff off. Like, you know, the kids, there's so much worse that they could be doing, and you're gonna give them a hard time for riding their little mini bikes. Salt and pepper. All right, so this is gonna be tomatoes with salt and pepper. Again, I personally really prefer to have a pure pumpernickel bread with this. But it's still good with the rye pumpernickel combo. I'm really surprised that my dog's not out there yelling at the little kids. She's as bad as the neighbor. But it makes sense for her to yell at them. Pepper. Salt. And then we go with some red onion. I'm telling you, this is so good. And then this guy goes on top. Stay in there, stay in there. Keep my little pieces in there. Put my sandwich. And then this. Oh my gosh, I cannot get this thing open. Some mozzarella and tomato. And then this is just some balsamic glaze to go along with that for my sandwich. And my last lunch for clinicals. And this sandwich, oh my gosh, this sandwich is so good. It's delicious. Let me know if you try it. All right, friends. I'll see you later. And thanks for spending my last clinical day with me. Bye.